1994 rolled around and Mulrooney, Bob Mulrooney was the president. I need like an executive secretary, because these guys have these jobs and it's only in name. The secretary is only in name. We need somebody that is gonna help somebody at the dinner, help at the luncheon, get the people lined up to do all that. And I'm like, that sounds like it's up my alley. And so he said, would you do it? And I said, sure. And it was, I think they paid me $200 a month, $250. And that's okay when it's July, August, and September.
That's like 11 cents an hour.
January, February, March, not so much fun. So I went to work there, and that first year, the first dinner absolutely floored me because I can't believe how they ran it. I went home with $4,000 cash in the trunk of my car because they didn't have any, you couldn't go to the bank and deposit it that night. You'd have got knocked over the head and smacked. And so I would sleep with the money literally under my mattress because I was terrified. And so we had to end that by saying you gotta have your checks in or you gotta do this. And then they asked me as secretary, because as we know the secretary doesn't do anything, to take notes at the board meeting. And one year, Mike Neal was a little hesitant to have me there because most of the meetings were at his place. And that's when
He was hesitant to have you there because you were married to a member.
That's true.
Me.
That's true. And he didn't, I don't think he thought they could be raunchy. And didn't you remind him that I was a Navy wife?
Yeah.
It wasn't much.
He said, our language could really be, don't worry about it. Mike, Joe's a Navy wife.
So.
Like you hadn't heard that stuff before.
Jeez.
Like you can't say fuck in the O Club.
The night that Skip turned over the presidency was the night I retired. And we would shepherd you guys. We were like moms. I mean, I love the way my daughter invented this saying: pin, pat, push. That was it. Pin the corsage on him, or the boutonniere. Pin the boutonniere on him. Pat him on the cheek. You look so pretty, and then push him toward the dining room. And that night, after all the guys were done and I got all the money tallied up and everything was the way it was supposed to be, you came back downstairs and said, come here. And I said, what? I decorated the frickin' dining room. I think I know what it looks like. I didn't, And you came down and you said, no, come upstairs. So I went up with him and they opened the doors and he walked me halfway down this aisle. I said, what is going on? And all of a sudden somebody started yelling, Toby, Toby, Toby. And then he let me alone. He said, you go the rest of the way by yourself. And they gave me the podium. And I made a little speech right there on the spot. I didn't know what to say. I told them to be nice to my successor because I know where the skeletons are buried and I will come back and haunt them if they are not nice. And I think they laughed at that. But then they gave me a plaque. Who was the guy? What's his name?
Gary Meads.
Gary Meads. Nice man. With my name misspelled. As always. And it just cracked me up.
And Meads offered to take it back and have it corrected. And both Toby and I decided, nah, that's typical friendly sons. 10 years you work here, they still can't get your name right.